Well, good evening, good people, and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I love coming out here at night. There's the parkway that's over there, so you do hear the cars go up through there, but when the cars aren't going through, I can hear the crickets in the background. I can actually hear the leaves. When the cars aren't going by, you can literally hear a leaf when it drops and it hits down here. Something very, very peaceful. I can hear the water in the fish pond. There I hear an airplane going over. And it's cool because I can be here with my thoughts and things. Over the last couple of years, I've lost a lot of childhood idols and, rappers and people I looked up, or people that you knew, family members. I lost Stuart Morrison, which was a big loss for me. But in a way, Stuart Morrison planted the seed of a great friendship with Brother Oz. He's not a Cowboy fan. Some of you guys are like, who's this guy? He's cool people. He's one of those guys that would do anything he can to help you out. And that's the kind of people we need in this world. Life is... Shannon Sharpe's an idiot. Shannon Sharpe is polarizing. But Shannon Sharpe has said something that will always stick with me amongst all the stupid things that he said and done in his life. He says, every day you are writing your eulogy. What you do now is how you're going to be looked at for eternity after you're gone. Seeing Dave Butts, I realize how old I am. Dave Butts was 72 years old. 72 years old. And passed away today. 72. I remember watching him in high school, watching him play. So I realized I'm not that far from Dave Butts. And he's passed. Jerry Jones is 80 years old. Clearly, I know he's got more money than a lot of countries do. But the thing about money is it doesn't matter when it's your time. And he has to realize he's got more days behind him than he does in front of him. And what he does from here on out is what we'll remember. There's something that really still bothers me. Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones. He's the egotistical, owner. He likes to be the center of attention and all. We get that. But there's some things that you have to do to write before it's time to meet your maker. And he's flirted with it, or he's teased us and he's played with us. But it's time to make amends for real. Not some bullshit at the Hall of Fame to try and steal thunder. It's time to finally make amends with with Jimmy Johnson. He kind of talked about that today, that, when you're in the fight, I'm going to paraphrase, but when you're in this fight together and everything, and you're winning things and so on, that, everybody thinks everything's hunky-dory, but, it's not necessarily hunky-dory. That may be true. But you know what? My first marriage didn't last. We're better off without each other. But you know what? We produced 2 incredible kids. 2 incredible kids that, had it not been the 2 of us together, would not be here. And it's a blessing that I have those 2 right there from that marriage. Sure, We didn't work out long term, but I recognized that without her, I wouldn't have those. And we can sit here, Jerry, and look at what you have done. You've built the most wealthiest franchise in the world. Nobody could take that away from you. Nobody could take it away from you when you bought the team that was losing $2 million a month and that you turned it into something. That you brought the NFL to the modern era of making money where they're literally printing money. You've done that. You've done the business side incredibly well. But you wouldn't be there had it not been for Jimmy Johnson taking those things that you guys built together, making those Super Bowl babies together. I don't know that the Dallas Cowboys are where they are now without what you and Jimmy built together. I don't know that they're America's team, that they're literally Micah Parsons, the #1 jersey seller, where every year we always got 3 or 4 guys in the top 10, that you are literally on the mouths of every talking show every single day. I don't know that they'd have that without the success that happened in the 90s. And Jerry, you have proven over the last 25 plus years that you could not do it without Jimmy Johnson. Sure, you're divorced, but you still got to recognize that guy. And see, I believe in karma. Maybe I'm just crazy. But like in The Color Purple, until you do right by me, everything you think about and everything you do is going to fail. I thought for sure, oh my God, after you literally, I was only 25 feet from you as part of the crowd when you said right there with Jimmy Johnson at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, hey, you know, we're going to put you in that Hall of Fame. You in the Ring of Honor. We know you did that because you wanted some of that limelight with Jimmy Johnson. And you reneged on it. You had the perfect opportunity to actually make it something big. When the Cowboys were playing the 49ers, understanding the rivalry that was in the 90s between the Cowboys and the 49ers, where we ended up taking Charles Haley from them and taking 3 Super Bowls. You had the opportunity to rekindle that, to relive that at the Cowboys versus the 49ers. Had you put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor right there, bringing back all of that talk, all of that glory and everything else, I believe the Cowboys win that game. I believe the Cowboys win that game. But your pride. And the worst thing that would happen is that you don't resolve this before it is that time. I try to live my life every day that I don't have any regrets, that I don't have any unfinished business. Time is short, and you got to make the most of every single day. And I think as you kind of sideways, acknowledge that you couldn't do it without Jimmy, and then you kind of back off and say, listen, we know you love the limelight. You love people chasing you. On this one thing, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Make peace here. Bury the hatchet. And change your karma. Oh boy. I don't know why, but I feel so tired today. There's always so much to do, and I just can't seem to get it all done. No matter how hard I work, there's always so much more to do, and not enough time to do it in. Well, hopefully tomorrow's another day, and I can keep working at it. Remember to tell the people you love them, because you might not get the chance again, y'all. And I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you in the morning.